Well, ladies and gentlemen, we do have more major updates here on the 4th of July. We've got Trump on a golf course last night saying that Biden is quitting. He's forced him to because the polls are so bad and the debate performance and everything. And now it will be Kamala. And there's also a report that's come out. Biden potentially stepping down on Monday. We'll see. There's a lot of conflicting stuff going on right now, but I'm just going to go through all of this and take a look. So we've got, I guess, some Democrat. This was just funny to me. Something about all of this feels very Russia disinformation-y. Can't prove a thing, just a gut feeling. So this dude, apparently, this is in relation to Biden's debate performance and the coverage, the aftermath, all the liberal sites coming out saying Biden, the donor saying he should step down. But no, it's just more Russian disinformation. I swear to God, anything that these people don't like, it's all Russian disinformation. They're still, in 2024, trying to use the Russian hoax. And now the new conspiracy is that Biden had a bad debate performance, but the only reason they're talking about it, we have to blame Russia. It's all Russia. I can't prove it. I just thought it was funny. I don't know. Hunter Biden receiving classified information at the White House? Well, yes, he is their top advisor. He is one of the top Democratic politicians. Of course he is. Today I sent a letter to the White House Chief of Staff talking about, I guess, Hunter Biden, his involvement in the campaign. Yeah, Hunter's a big player. He's convinced his father to stay in the race. So has Jill. And so this is all real. And now you're getting, Mike Turner coming out and trying to question if this is actually happening. Of course it's happening. It's already been reported yesterday. He's getting briefings. He's coaching his father. This is all legitimate. Many people are concerned about this with Hunter doing it. We're like in the twilight zone now, but yeah, Hunter's a huge player. We'll see if Joe actually does step down on Monday because that has been a report. Here it is. I hear Joe Biden is resigning from office on Monday. So I would imagine, it's Thursday right now. Within 4 days here, Biden possibly being gone. And that was a rumor. This is not the first time I've heard this. I've heard this a few different times that Biden was leaving on Monday. They wanted to wait for a clean week and after the holiday weekend, because that's what this weekend is, with it being the 4th. You've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This is like a long holiday weekend if you include everything, with the 4th of July falling on a Thursday. So this has been reported multiple times. Biden possibly leaving on Monday. You've got Trump at a golf course saying, yes, he's gone. I made him quit, which technically is true. It kind of isn't, because I don't think Biden really wants to leave. Well, Biden probably wants to leave, but it's a Jill and Hunter thing. The dynamic within the Democratic Party, we'll have to see, but possibly leaving on Monday. That's the new report. I don't even know what to say. Opinion, it's time for the Biden campaign to embrace AI. So we've come full circle within like the span of 2 weeks, because remember, it was the evil Republicans using AI to make Biden look bad. It was all deep fakes, but now they're saying, no, we need to switch it. We need to start faking Biden videos because he's so mentally not there. Let's just use AI for his voice, use all the deep fakes to make it seem like, and this is obviously a terrible idea because we know how bad Biden is. If something comes out to where his voice sounds very clean, it's going to be obvious that it's probably a deep fake. It's just, you're only digging yourself deeper into this hole. At least some of the Democrats have admitted he needs to go. It's done. And now also the other thing is, people are saying there needs to be questions about how badly they knew in terms of Biden's, mental decline. The charade that you could keep Biden in the White House, and not only that, also gaslight everyone saying he's perfectly fine when they knew Biden was so far gone, probably the last 2 or 3 years. There's some major questions there. That's terrible for the country to not admit that the president is gone, because it'd make your party look bad. You'd have to impeach him or have him resign within the first 2 or 3 years of his first term, which again, this is stuff I said back in 2020. There's no way Biden could finish a term. Even if he does, it's a total charade. He's not mentally fit to be the president. And they jammed him down everyone's throats in 2020 for whatever reason. He was the pick, the Obama coalition, whatever. But now they're coming out, they're saying, we said it was all deep fakes with Biden. The debate was so bad. Now we have to switch it. And now we have to start faking Biden's voice and lying. This is more lies to the American people. That's what they want to do with it. It's come out, Huffington Post saying it. So can we all finally admit that this is a joke? Yeah, I have no clue what 538 is doing. Now, I wanted to be respectable to 538 this election cycle. You know, they came out about a month ago, released their first update detailing everything, and this just makes literally no sense. So to put this into context, they've got Trump with like a 51% chance to win. The last three respectable general election popular vote head-to-head polls have all had Trump up by 6 points. That's a head-to-head popular vote with Biden. If you look at all the swing states and you bring everyone in, meaning Kennedy, West, and Stein, Trump's up by 4.5 in Arizona. He's up by 7.5 in Nevada. He's up in, by 6 in North Carolina. Florida's not a swing state. Ohio's not a swing state. He's up in Pennsylvania by about 3. It's within the margin of error, but he's still up. So this is a charade. I think that's why Nate Silver broke off and did his own model. This is just, there's no explanation for this. It makes no sense. It is not a 50-50 race according to whatever poll you want to look at. Now, sure, you can say maybe Biden can swing it back because these are rapid debate reaction polls and Biden's debate was horrible. But right now, this is not a 50-50 race. Whatever the methodology you're using, it's not correct. There's zero polls that suggest this is a 50-50 race. Yeah, sure, maybe one poll says Biden is up by 1 point. But the whole entire point of using these models is to factor in all of the points. You get a more accurate assessment. So this is just not correct. Now, maybe that was yesterday. Maybe it's changed. But that's just, there's no way it should have been that in the first place. Balance of power. This is very important. Chances of the presidency, Republican, 63%. I would probably say 70%. Senate, Republican, basically 75%, 76%. And the House is 50-50. Democrats need the House badly. 50% chance of a Republican sweep. There are top Democrats that have admitted publicly, it's almost they've conceded the presidential race with Biden and how bad he is in terms of his cognitive ability. Even if they go to Kamala, they still think it's not going to happen. So now they're saying we need to take the Senate and the House to try and drag Trump down so he can't pass anything. Some of them have conceded it. It's kind of smart, honestly. Obviously, some of the Democrats will say, no, we can still win. We can still beat Trump. They're not going to go down here. It is only July. We're all out of control. So this is the potential updated electoral map. This is right, honestly. It is. You've got New Hampshire as a slight Trump lean. You've got Minnesota as a Trump lead, Virginia as a Trump lean, and now you're looking at New Mexico, you're looking at New Jersey as potential swing states. Yes, this is ridiculously bullish for Trump. Imagine if this ends up being the math. Like, we're wondering if New Jersey goes Republican with Minnesota and Virginia already favorited to go Trump. I don't think this is going to be the map on election night going into it. If it was, that would be just a crazy blowout victory for Trump. Although you could make the argument based on the Biden internal poll, it is just one poll thing, but you could make an argument this is kind of what it is. New Jersey, there have been polls that have come out now with Trump leading after the debate. Maybe it's a rapid fire debate reaction thing, but it's pretty remarkable. You also do have, this is a very interesting thing that was mentioned. There have been several times over the past 3 years when leading corporate journalists have rose to the defense of the White House press secretary and reprimanded other White House reporters. Yeah, this never happened under the Trump administration. You can see it right here. You've got a reporter asking, we want to see Biden in the White House. Can we at least get him to do one press conference? That's all we're asking. And then another reporter comes in, if he's awake, kind of joking with Biden taking all these naps. He's constantly sleeping. They have a crib for him now in the White House. He goes to take his nappy time. They give him a Nintendo DS. He plays Mario Kart on it. So that's all going on. And then the reporter's like, that's inappropriate. You know what's inappropriate? Biden not talking to the media. There's no transparency. Even CNN admits Biden has spoken to the media far less than Trump did, and they said Trump wasn't transparent. So, but no, it's inappropriate. We shouldn't expect any president to come out and speak. That's inappropriate. We have to defend Biden, and this other reporter is like, Biden's been sleeping all the time. Is he even awake? This is ridiculous. And she asked a white knight for Biden. That's inappropriate. We don't need President Biden to speak at all. I need to defend him. It's like, Jesus Christ, lady. Major Democrat donors are beginning to accept the chance that they will lose the 2024 election and turn to Senate and House races. Some Democrats scheming to handcuff Trump if he wins back the White House by going all in on those races. This makes sense. It's actually smart. They're not going to necessarily come out and say it, but yes, this could be a strategy for them, especially the House races, trying to get a majority there. Here's the leaked video. Trump on Biden. He's quitting the race. I've got him out. He's old, he's an old, broken down pile of crap. Now we have Kamala. She is so effing bad. So that is Trump on like a secret recording at one of his golf courses yesterday. So the 3rd, coming out and saying Biden's done, possibly happening on Monday. He is quitting the race. I think he wanted to quit immediately. It was Jill and Hunter keeping him in for at least the last weekend, and it's potentially going to be announced on Monday. That's just a rumor, but Trump obviously is getting these rumors as well. They actually thought this would make Trump look bad. Yeah, I mean, this was leaked or something. I don't see how this makes Trump look bad. It's just the reality of the situation. It's kind of how we would expect Trump to respond to it. He's correct. He did force Biden to quit because of how bad Biden's polling numbers were even before the debate. We've never seen polling numbers like this for a Republican. Everyone was admitting it. All of the top polling experts were saying this is crazy. Trump's up. This hasn't happened since 2004 with a Republican leading, this aggressively. And then on top of that, you had the horrible debate performance. So they're forced to bring Biden and force him down because of how bad the polling is. So Trump is correct. He is forcing Biden to quit. He's forcing the Democrats to put pressure on Biden to quit at least. And that's really what's going on. So that was the video there. There's the video going viral at one of Trump's golf courses. You do also have this. So the AP is still going. I mean, I thought this was from like mid-June before the debate when I saw this. Biden at 81, sharp and focused, but sometimes confused and forgetful. So they're still going with sharp and focused. Of course, if this had come out in June, they would not include sometimes confused and forgetful. They have to try and swing the article to make it seem bipartisan after the horrible debate. So it's just like Democrats saying, we admit Biden had a horrible first debate, or first half of the debate, but at least he didn't lie. So they because it was so bad, it's indefensible how bad Biden was at the start of the debate. They have to admit it, but then they lie themselves by saying, all Trump did was lie. Yeah, Biden lied a bunch as well. You're creating a false narrative when you say that because you're trying to give this fake bipartisan, thing where it's like, I admit Biden was horrible. No, Biden is not sharp and focused, but even if this article had come out before the debate, they would not include confused and forgetful. They have to try and make it seem realistic. That's why they throw that in there at the end. These articles are all crap. Even top Democrats know they're crap. They're saying get him out. We saw right after the debate, the entire narrative from the DNC was this guy sucks, we need to get him out, he can't talk. And they're still defending this administration because I think a lot of these journalists think there's still a chance that Biden might be the candidate and they still have to bootlick for him. So that to me, that article, that's what I think in terms of that. This is just really sad. The press secretary, Jean-Pierre, how is it possible that Biden would suffer from jet lag 2 weeks after he got back? Remember, Biden had the Guinness World Record, the longest time for a president to ever prepare for a debate, and they still blamed jet lag, which happened 12 days before he got back for the debate and the preparation for the debate. And I wish one of these, journalists would say, honey, is this not a little bit ridiculous? You are blaming a lack of preparation when Biden spent a week as the sitting president preparing for the debate. Honey, what are we talking about? I know this lady has to defend everything, but then she tries to correct it. It's the jet lag and also the cold, right? And it's like, oh my God, you have to defend it. You're with the administration, whatever. It is what it is. We have Joy Reid coming out. She's having another mental breakdown. If it's Biden in a coma, I'm voting for him. This is about keeping Hitler out of the White House. So I've seen this narrative from a lot of Democrats. These people have to understand, we already knew you thought this way. Like many of these partisan Democrats, it's obviously not a question of the actual figurehead within your party. You just agree with Democrat politics rather than conservative politics, so you're going to know who matter the choices, whether it's Biden, Harris, Newsom, Whitmer, you're going to vote for them. I understand that. That's just partisan politics. If you're a Democrat, you're going to vote with them. But you cannot sit there and tell me that this strategy of saying, I would vote for Biden in a coffin, I would vote for a stick over Trump, you really think that's going to convince independent people, the most important voter bloc you need to actually beat Trump, that they should vote for Biden by coming out and saying, I would vote for Biden in a coma? You really think that's going to convince them? Everybody already knew this. There's people, there's conservatives that would vote for Trump in a coma. This is just partisan politics. You're gonna vote for your party no matter who it is, but to say this and act like you can still beat Trump, you really think independent people are gonna like this? That, you'd vote for Biden in a coma, you'd vote for Iraq, because they've all come out, they've all said it after the debate. They know it's so bad, they have to kind of lash out and say, I don't care who it is, I'm voting for whoever against Trump. That's good and well. It's partisan politics. You're a Democrat. I get it. But that's not going to convince independents to vote for Biden at all. That's only going to make it worse when it comes to that situation. So, guys, that's the major update, I would say, when it comes to this. The big story here, it is Donald Trump saying that Biden is going to be done. He's quitting, possibly on Monday. I guess we will see. I think Biden is doing an interview tomorrow on the 5th. He might be put out of his misery, but even then, if it's not a live interview and they're not asking him tough questions, it has to be a live interview. That's the point. We'll see how Biden performs if that is actually happening, because I have heard he's doing an interview on the 5th where, the stuff that's come out of the Biden camp, it's all, we're staying in the race, F off, stop, Hunter's leading me, Jill's leading me, I'm sick of it. I am finishing this. And you do have the inner Democrats like Harris and some of the other ones trying to fall in line and be like, Biden's the guy. But that could also be a thing where, obviously, if Harris came out and said, I don't know, we'll see, that would be a major story. And then that would basically force Biden to step down. If the VP is not in agreement, she has to agree until it actually happens, basically. So we will see what ends up happening. But guys, that is going to do it for this video. Make sure you follow me on X. Link to that's always in the description.